Hi, I'm Lavonda.
And I'm Doug.
And together we are LD Worldwide Travels. And today we're going to tell you all about our experience on Royal Caribbean Explorer of the Seas, going to the Southern Caribbean.
This is going to be good. Stay tuned.
Worldwide, join us on this ride.
Like and subscribe.
Won't you?
Like and subscribe.
Traveling worldwide, join us on this ride.
Like and subscribe.
Won't you?
Like and subscribe.
Okay, so we went on an 8-night Southern Caribbean cruise on Royal Caribbean Explorer of the Seas, and it was amazing. We went to Curacao, Aruba, and Bonaire. What you think about?
I like Curacao. Curacao is a nice country, real low key. They have two parts to Curacao: the tourist attraction and also where everybody lives in the hills. I asked a lady one day, like, why no one stays in the tourist area? She was like, no, everybody stays in the hills. So I was like, okay. So
same lady that he called sleeping actually on the job.
Yeah, she was giving out trinkets, but it's so relaxing, and she was right on the ocean, so I guess she just decided to take a little nap. Yeah.
But because she's a little bit embarrassed that we called her sleeping, she actually gave me a fan from Curacao that I can use to fan myself.
Yeah.
I still have it.
Yes, Curacao is a nice country. You know, they show you where the wars happened. I guess it was like some ruined castle where they were had cannonball, old school cannonball artillery, where they would shoot down the ships that were invading them at that time back in the day. But also like the city life of Curacao, where everybody lived to hang out. Grocery stores, the shopping experience, things of that nature. Then they also had a tourist attraction, right? Where you can go and get gym shoes. They even sell Jordans over there. They're kind of overpriced, but everywhere is overpriced. But yeah, and they also had a free, I think that was rum testing, where they showed us where they made the rum, get it right out of a barrel. It's pretty cool. I liked it.
Yeah, it was a good time. Great time, actually. We really enjoyed Curacao a lot. We're from the suburbs of Chicago. So when we were younger as kids, we lived in the city of Chicago. And Curacao has two different sides. So one of the sides of Curacao actually reminded us a lot of Roseland when we were growing up. The way it was set up with all the shops, and you know, you could just go and do your shopping. It was just a great city. Then they have the tourist side where you can see, like you said, the cannonballs and also high-end shopping. We prefer to do both sides when we visit places. We prefer to do the touristy stuff, but also things that the locals do. So that's why we really enjoyed seeing the two sides of Curacao. And it was actually our favorite port out of the 3 ports that we went to.
Correct. Curacao was so laid back, and they also have like a swinging bridge. So what I mean by that is that they will, when the bridges come through, because they carry a lot of merch from all over through this bridge in Curacao, and they will blow this horn or sound this siren, and who's ever on the bridge, you stay on the bridge, and it moves. People, it is so amazing. So it moves either left or right, or east or west, rather, north or south. I don't know, wherever direction, I guess, is facing. And it moves, it opens up. And then when the boat passes by or the ship passes by, it closes. It is so cool. We tried to get on it when it moved, but we always missed it for some reason. I don't know why.
So maybe you forgot, we were actually on it when a ship was coming through.
True.
We were at the end of it, and we didn't realize we could stay. We're from Chicago. when the bridge opens up, you better get off that bridge, okay? No cars, no people better be on that bridge. So when the bridge got ready to open and the siren went off, I was like, we got to get off this bridge. Luckily, we were at the end of the bridge, so I'm like pulling him. He doesn't like to run. He moves very cool. That's just him. He's known as Mr. Cool.
What am I running for?
And he doesn't care what's going on. He's never running.
You trip, slip, and fall when you run.
And for me, I'm very high energy all the time. And I was like, oh my goodness, we got to get off this bridge. And so I like pulled him thinking that we had to get off the bridge because the bridge was opening. And then I realized we did not have to get off the bridge. There were a bunch of people that would sit on the bridge. It just opens. Then I thought that was the coolest thing ever. And so I wanted to experience it. And I kept dragging him back to the bridge, hoping that the bridge would open up and that we could run on the bridge in time to be on the bridge when it opened, and it never happened. And I just gave up. I gave up because we kept trying. And then when we walked away, all of a sudden we heard the siren and we had just missed it again. And I was like, forget it. I'm over it. We're not doing it.
Yeah, so we tried like 2 or 3 times, but we always seen it when it moved. But also they have a gate where you could put a lock for your love on this gate. So we did do that as well. They have the lock of love.
You lock your love in.
Lock your love in. There you go. Couldn't think of it. But it was pretty cool though. Curacao is a nice place. We always said it wrong. Curacao. But I think it's called...
They said that it's officially, the correct pronunciation is Curacao.
Curacao.
So
yes.
I did ask someone when we were over there, so.
Yeah, so it was very nice. I liked it. Weather is beautiful. I believe it's 85 degrees year round, so you don't need a coat. But I know it's that's like tornado seasons. I believe it's September, October, something like that. So, but
maybe August, September is the hurricane season.
Best times to go is during winter times. You want to go probably December.
Well, we went in October, at the end of October, early November.
Yeah, so November, December, January, February, March, things of that nature. That's pretty good.
But we did lock our love in. So my hope is to go back to Curacao maybe 10 years from now and see if we can find our lock. But, if not, that's okay. We did lock our love in Curacao, and that made me very happy. I brought a lock over there just for that occasion that has our names on it, Douglas and Lavonda.
Yes. And that was very nice, too. So did you want to talk about Aruba?
So Curacao was actually the third port we went to.
Oh, yeah.
Aruba was the second port, but we will talk about Aruba since we're kind of going in reverse order here.
Yeah.
So Aruba did not blow us away. I'm not big on shopping. He's actually a bigger shopper than I am. And for me, it was just too much shopping. It was just, there were stores. There were stores, and there were also the homemade stores, where they would have, you can go in and buy homemade items, but there were also high-end stores as well. I'm not much of a shopper, so for me, I was like, this is not what I wanted. But I did hear that if you go to Aruba and stay at a resort, then I would have gotten what I wanted, which is sand, beach, water, that type of scene. That's what I was hoping for. But when you're on the cruise ship, they take you to the shopping area so that the merchants can make money, because that's pretty much what happens. The cruisers
it's all about the money. It's all about
ready
the
to spend their money.
Yeah, it's all about the money. You always want to say, hey, I've been there, I'm gonna take this back home. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. I got a couple shot glasses from there. Really cool shot glasses from Aruba. And Aruba is a nice spot, again, 85 degrees. If you plan on going year round, you get to just watch out for the tropical storms during, I guess that's that September type of month. But when you go during the winter time, when it's cold, and in Chicago, it's a nice place to go to. Yeah. Real friendly. Everybody's pretty much friendly. It's a nice area. I like Aruba. But Curacao was, like she said, Curacao was probably our best time to go. Curacao was just like top of the list. Aruba was also nice, but we did not stay in a hotel. Maybe next time we'll go and we'll stay in a hotel, things of that nature. But like we just went on a cruise, so a cruise is nice. We love cruises. So that, and it take you to different places. If you do go on a cruise, you want to go on a cruise that take you to multiple places. But if you like just being on the water, they got so many different cruises where you could just be on the water. You could take a 3-day cruise, a 4-day cruise, 2-week. They probably even have a month.
Oh yeah, they have the Ultimate World Cruise, which has been a big deal they've been talking about, and I do believe that's Royal Caribbean has the Ultimate World Cruise now, which I think is 26 days. I could be wrong. I have not done research on that one because we're not planning on taking an Ultimate World Cruise just yet, but maybe when we retire. We do enjoy being on the water. We do prefer cruising as opposed to going to resorts. We have gone to resorts in the past, but we prefer cruising. We prefer going to different areas. We love the water, even though I can't swim. He's a swimmer. I am not. But I love the sound of water, the waves.
The sound of water is real good.
It's very soothing for me. So we always get a balcony. Now, in our earlier cruise years, we tried the inside cabin, which is great. For if you want to save some money. But you know what? I think we're going to save just cruise talk for later in general. But I will say that as far as Curacao as a whole, we both agreed that if we were to move any place in the world out of all of our travels thus far, it would be Curacao. Curacao was that beautiful that we would consider retiring there.
Yeah, very cool. Like I say, laid back. You got 2 different parts of Curacao. So for your tourist attraction and for the people that actually live there, it's still nice. But that's our time. So
not quite yet. We didn't talk about the first port we went to, Bonaire.
Bonaire.
That was the first stop on our 8-night Southern Caribbean cruise. Yeah.
It was pretty cool. It was pretty quick to me. I know you probably know about it more than I do, or remember it more.
Well, for me, Bonaire, I enjoyed Bonaire actually more than Aruba because it gave me what I was looking for. For me, it's only my opinion. I know I may get backlash because people love Aruba, but Aruba didn't have a vibe for me. It just felt very much so money driven, shopping area,
Bonaire,
just very money driven.
Bonaire, they have tourists, they have a lot of old school artifacts there. A lot of police station was kind of old school. We dropped us off at. We just went around in a circle, seeing a little bit of the city life. We could have went further, but we was like, nah. We like to stay near the cruise ship. We like to stay near the cruise ship when we get off. But everybody's different. You might want to journey off if you want to. That's up to you. We just like staying near the cruise ship. So we're seeing a lot of different shops there, and it's real cool. They have a beautiful city, another beautiful country rather, another beautiful country.
And this is the thing for me. Bonaire had a vibe. It had the island vibe that I want when I'm traveling. It had a culture all its own, and it was something that I wanted and looked for and appreciated. I was able to talk to a lady there for a very long time, actually. She was a shop owner. She used to live in Curacao, and she's actually the lady who told me the correct pronunciation. She used to live in Curacao, I believe it was for 10 years, and then she moved to Bonaire I believe her husband at the time had been transferred there for work, and he worked with the government. So, but she was not necessarily a fan of Bonaire. She really said she would love to go back to Curacao, and after we visited Curacao, we understood why. It's a beautiful place. Bonaire was nice as well, but Curacao was It was beautiful. It was beautiful. I love the fact that they have a vibe, a culture all its own. I felt very at home there. Everybody was very friendly. It felt like home, and I've never been to any place that felt like home. And we both agreed that if we retire anywhere outside of the country of the United States, then it will be in Curacao.
Curacao.
Yep.
Yeah. So that was our picks for the Bahamas. That's what we went to.
No, we didn't. We went on an 8-night Southern Caribbean cruise on Royal Caribbean Explorer of the Seas.
Explorer of the Seas.
Yes.
That's
so remember, stay true to yourself, give your just due to yourself, and believe in yourself. Remember to like, subscribe, turn on notifications so you can always be notified of all of our new videos. Until next time, travelers.
Till next time, travelers.